Hey everyone, so before I start this review, I just wanted to let you know that this weekend I'm going to my buddy Sarah St. Clair's house, also known as Moonstar. If you guys haven't seen my early videos from, my first year of doing YouTube, you'd see some shit with her on it. She does a ton of cool gaming shit. But, so this video is going to be uploaded on Saturday, but I'm recording it today for convenience purposes. Anyways, what's up? You know who this is, and this album review will be the second of my 3-week tribute dedicated to the life and music of one Vinnie Paul. Now, before his passing, the only thing I really knew about Damageplan was that it was the band that Dimebag Darrell was in before he passed away, when he got shot on stage. And up until now, I haven't really listened to him, so join me as I review the only album that they have released, Newfound Power. Now, the first track on here is Wake Up. The song is a pretty badass introduction to an album. Even though the beginning of the song didn't really fit in my opinion, I felt that everything else was superb. The riff is great, but the lyrics were a little difficult to understand in the first verse and halfway through the second verse, so I'm giving it a 7 out of a 10 rating. Track 2 is Breathing New Life. Now this song, if it was on the Try Not to Headbang challenge, rest assured you will lose. I just fucking love this song. The only thing that really disappointed me on here was that there's no solo from Dimebag Darrell, but they were actually able to pull it off, so it gets a 9 out of a 10 rating. And then track 3, Newfound Power. The title track of this album, Damageplan, doesn't really disappoint one bit in this song. It's everything you can expect from their groove metal sound. I also think that's a great track to listen to if you just want to try and get shit done. It's a great motivation song. Everything is done perfectly. You just want to listen to it over and over again, which is why I'm giving it a 10 out of a 10 rating. Now track 4 is Pride. And it feels like a major contrast for the first 3 songs on here. That doesn't make it a bad thing. It shows that the band is not one-dimensional without selling out. In all honesty, the lyrics and the solo are what I like the most about this song. The main riff isn't all that great though, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 rating. Track 5 is Fuck You. This is definitely my favorite song on the album, not just because of the name, but because it has the attitude to match. It's purely aggressive from start to finish, and it doesn't spare anyone who deserves the message to just fuck off, so it gets a 10 out of a 10 rating. Track 6 on here is Reborn, featuring the one and only Zakk Wylde. The opening riff reminds me of NIB by Black Sabbath, the little bass part. And it's about starting fresh with life. The playing styles of Zakk Wylde and Dimebag Darrell just fucking mesh together, and Vinnie Paul's drumming go hard as fuck too, so it gets a 10 out of a 10 rating. Track 7 is Explode. Going straight into a Pantera-esque riff, it's another kick-ass song from this album that's just perfect for jamming out to, in my opinion. I don't really have much to say on this album, on the song, other than it proves that simplicity could go a long way, which is why I'm giving it an 8 out of a 10 rating. Track 8, Save Me. Save Me is about someone trying to turn back from a self-destructive way of life. And it's a good song, but it's not really a standout from the album. But it feels more like filler in my opinion, which is why I'm giving it only a 6 out of a 10 rating. And track 9, we have Cold Blooded. And Cold Blooded is the polar opposite from Save Me in the sense that it's a great song. It's about serving a cold, bitter revenge, and just like a few of the other songs on here, everything in this song is just fucking great. And it's another favorite of mine off of this album, which is why, once again, it gets a 10 out of a 10 rating. Now, track 10 is Crawl. Crawl's a prime example of the slow, southern steel that is groove metal. The bass line is just raw as fuck, and then the riff section follows. The lyrics are clean, and it's about a man who can't be kicked down for good, just gets back up after you get knocked down, so it gets an 8 out of a 10 rating. Then up next we have Blink of an Eye, track 11. Other than the main riff, the song kind of sucks in my opinion, even worse than Save Me. Now, I'm not trying to speak ill of the dead, but I don't even want to know what they're thinking with this pop metal type of shit, so it gets a 5 out of a 10 rating. Now, Blunt Force Trauma. The beginning of the song gives off a flavor of a 70s hard rock anthem before the main riff comes kicking you square in the fucking teeth, providing that sludgy goodness that I just love in a groove metal band. It doesn't feel out of place, and if I could drive, I'd crank this song out with the windows down and the system's blaring up. So I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because it's just a fantastic song to jam to. Track 13, Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth is one of the heavier songs on this album. If I could say the same exact thing for Blunt Force Trauma and Fuck You, it just feels like a doom groove mix, so I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 rating. And it's the slowest song on here. It feels like that old school fucking blues, and it makes you sweat just by listening to it. It's just that damn good. And then the last song on here is Soul Bleed. It's the second one on here featuring Zakk Wylde. And while this song isn't necessarily heavy, I like how it's similar to like the more of the mellow grunge songs from the early 90s, like Shine by Collective Soul and Sea of Sorrow by Alice in Chains. Just fucking perfect. Has like a bluesy solo. I don't know if it's by Dime or Zakk, but it has like a great bluesy solo, and the lyrics I just fucking love. So I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 rating. Now, before I wrap up this review, I just wanted to say that if it weren't for the unfortunate passing of Dimebag Darrell, this band would have, just soared with success and would have probably made many great albums like Dime and Vinnie has done with Pantera. And what some of the songs lacked in like heaviness and intensity, the rest of the album was able to pick it back up. So overall, I'm giving it an 8 out of a 10. Now, Sarah, if you're watching this, just letting you know that your ass is mine and Madden. And I'll see you guys next time. So next week, as of course, I'll be reviewing Hell Yeah, but Sarah, that ass is mine and Madden.